Hello. Okay, we're almost coming to the end of our journey together, at least in this series. I would love your comments on what you have enjoyed so far, what was a little weird, maybe what you didn't understand, and maybe my vocabulary, or hey, obviously I'm me, and you're either going to dig what I have my style or not, right? And that's literally totally fine. So I, being these last 2 days, I want to give you a little bit more freedom, not too much, but a little bit more freedom to understand the process in your own body and how you can manufacture this in your own setting. There are a few things that I've done, right? I've asked you to get into a comfy cozy, right? And that is, right, a position that you are comfortable in 5, 6, 7 minutes, right? You pretty much all the time can be like, okay, yeah, this is cool, right? If you asked me to stay there for an hour and a half, I would be like, okay, now I need my happy place, right? For me, it'd be on my back, knees bent, hands on my chest. Happy place. You could leave me there all day, okay? So there's a difference there. Finding a comfy, cozy place, I have you close your eyes and then go to your Anapana breathing, right? It's an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the nose, but you're going to start to feel the breath that's in between the two, the heat or the cool air going in and the heat going out, right? You're going to live there for a moment, couple, 3, 4, just to acknowledge this sensation. Once the sensation's there, then you can move on to going to the top of the head, right? And then you do one kind of screen. I imagine water going down my body, and I just kind of adjust what needs to be adjusted as I hit each body part. Now, once I've adjusted, I'm done, right? I'm gonna allow my body to hold that position and go back to the breath. Once we have the breath, you can start at the top of the head. That's my easiest. It's more challenging for me to go directly to in between the eyes. So you can take your own, path, go to the top of the head or go in between the eyes. Now you're gonna double close your eyes down, right? So there's closed and I can kind of still see light and everything. And then I'm gonna double close them. Like I'm gonna really get them in sync. And once that double close happens, I'm going to acknowledge, since I've been staring at the screen, I see a screen in that double close, but sometimes I see colors, sometimes it's nothing. You'll actually get to a point where you can have a shape there and you can move it around and see it 3-dimensionally, and maybe we'll do some of me walking you through the forest or something, right? Visualization. Then, asking each body part what's happening, what's the sensation, how do you feel, hot, cold. Try not to go too far into crazy vocabulary, and you kind of give yourself that opportunity to go up and down. Now you can stay in the scanning like we did in the first week, 2 weeks, right? You can stay there. People I trained with, they would love for you to stay there for an hour in the morning and an hour at night. That is not realistic in my life. Realistic in my life is 20 minutes, 30 minutes of really allowing the body to just scan without movement, sheer breath, sheer meditation. We went through 3 different kinds of breathing, right? Our Anapana breathing, we did retention breathing, which, the inhale and holding is actually the quote easier because we stay in the sympathetic quite a bit, right? That's the, and we don't allow ourselves. The hard one is to exhale and then leave it outside the body, okay? Guess what? It's there. There's tons of it. for the most part, it's all over the planet. So just breathe back in, right? I mean, if we're going to elevations like Mount Everest, a little less there, but we're not there now, right? So there's plenty of oxygen to go around down here. So breathe in when you need to, but I would love for your retention breathing to not be a right. Instead, when you breathe back in, you would go directly to your Anapana breathing, where it would just merely be, after holding it for 15, you'd just feel the sensation of the cold air going into the nose. Difficult, yes. All right. And then we have our like little bumblebee, thumbs to the ears, ring fingers, which is really a sensory, almost deprivation to be cued in on just a vibration. All are good for different purposes. All are welcome to when we're in a movement. What do you feel is attainable, and what is appropriate in that moment for you? During the movement that we've been doing and participating in, I have set it up to where we're in pigeon, the elbows are right there, so very simple to do the bumblebee breathing. Doesn't mean that you can't be somewhere else doing something else and do the bumblebee breathing, right? You just got to have like the ability for the elbows to go where you get it, right? I'm going to put you through some movements today, and I want you at home to kind of see what feels good to put in some places and try it. And if you're like, oh yeah, okay, that's weird, just go back to your Anapana breath, right? I'll teach you more breathing exercises, okay? That's for another day. Don't worry, okay? So comfy cozy, I've already talked for a little bit. Take the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Maybe that's just like a really good synopsis. And I'll cut that piece and do that as what we've done. Okay. So this would be the beginning of week 3, day 6. Yes, this is how I roll sometimes. This is what being your own videographer and your own sound and your own everything looks like. Post-production, pre-production, post-production, and production. Dun-da-da.